Hey, what's up everyone? Whitey B here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Hesh 2 wireless headphones from Skullcandy. I've had these for, a little bit over 7 months, 8 months. I got them for Christmas, 2014. And the main reason I got these is, for use at the gym. I need something wireless so my cord wasn't getting tangled up in the machines. And I'm gonna, for those of you who don't want to sit through a long review, I'm just gonna do a quick summary. These are not for people who are looking for the best sound. Obviously, these are not going to be the best sound ones out here. They're right now about $99, so they're in the budget-minded. If you're looking for the most stylish, these are not going to fit the bill. If you see when I put these on, they kind of stick out a bit. They're definitely thick. They're not going to be for those who want the deepest bass. You're not going to get the deepest bass out of this. But these are for people who want something that is reliable, a nice sturdy build quality, something that can hold up when put under a lot of strain. I sweat a lot in these, so they've lasted. You want them to power up every time. If that's something you're looking for and that's something that's important to you, these are the ones you're going to end up wanting to pick up. Obviously, budget-minded consumers are definitely going to be wanting to look at these because these are significantly cheaper than some of the other competitors that I looked at, including Sony, the Bose, of course, the Beats. You gotta mention the Beats. So yeah, these are definitely, if you just want something simple that you can toss in your gym bag and bring with you, these are what you're going to want to pick up. Now I'll get into a little more detail on some of the things I like and dislike about these. Alright, so as I said, I use these for the gym, and if you check out some of the other videos on my channel, you will see that I, at one point, was almost 700 pounds, extremely heavy, so you can imagine when I work out, I sweat a lot. That's why I needed something that could hold up to a lot of sweat. I'm having these on for, a couple hours a day, and, I'm just dripping in sweat. These things get really wet, not to, gross you guys out or anything, but that's the reality of the situation. And, when headphones are getting wet like that, sometimes they don't hold up. I've had headphones before that just stop working. Once the sweat and stuff kind of soaks into it, sometimes that can be a problem. That has never been a problem with these. You also have some headphones out there that don't really have a sturdy build quality that aren't really good for that situation. Some that I can think of is the old Beats. They used to be made by, I'm trying to think of the company name here, Monster. Monster and Beats used to have a partnership. And one of the problems with those is that they would snap. If you bent them too much, they would snap right in half, and there goes your extremely overpriced pair of headphones gone. Well, these do not have any kind of problem like that. I don't know if you can see this here, but it's got a nice thick rubber up here. Obviously, this is made of sturdy plastic, the headphones themselves, but they're coated in this nice rubberized, thick protection, and they feel real sturdy. I mean, you can shake these, and they definitely feel like, some high build quality, almost on par with some of the more expensive German manufactured Sennheisers. And that's impressive, for a $99 pair. These are not some cheap, Hong Kong shipped headphones. They might be manufactured there. I have not looked into that, but I'll tell you, these do not feel cheap. These feel as quality as, they hold up. Another thing I like about these is they have these raised buttons here. I don't know if you can see this. They got these raised buttons, and it doesn't seem like much, but when you're wearing these, and you're at the gym or something, you don't want to be taking them off every time you want to do some kind of function. So you can feel which one is the volume up and which one is the volume down by the intuitive plus and minus signs on there, and that makes it so it's nice and easy to turn up and down. These do have Bluetooth, or I'm sorry, these do have a microphone in it, so you can answer calls while you're using them. I haven't tried that because obviously the gym's kind of a loud environment. It wouldn't really be an ideal place for me to be taking calls. But yeah, it could be done if you want to. These also have a little headphone jack, and these come with a little cord, so you can plug these in, when your battery's getting low. And that's another big plus of these. The battery life is really good. I'm looking at, I wear these every day, like I said, multiple hours, and I usually can go maybe a full 2 weeks before it starts to run out of battery. That being said, that brings us to one of the first cons of these headphones. The battery indicator does not work as it should. The way they do it is it has the battery indicator when you connect it via Bluetooth by, you know, holding the power button down. That's how you connect it. It's, you know, just like every other device you might have used that was Bluetooth. But then it shows a little battery life icon for the headphones on your device. In my case, I'm using iPhone 6. And in that device, it always shows it at half battery no matter where it's at. It never moves, never changes. I don't know if that's a unique problem for me or if everyone's having this. I haven't really looked into it because it's not too big of a deal. But because of that's the only indicator, and I think there's supposed to be some kind of beep. I have once or twice gotten a beep when the battery gets low, but more often than not, the headphones just kind of cut out, and then they eventually start cutting out more often, and then they cut out for good, and you know the battery's dead. So, like I said, about every 2 weeks, sometimes a little bit longer, you charge these up. They charge nice and quick. Comes with a little mini USB. You just plug into, you know, you can plug it into the computer, which will make it charge a bit slower, or the wall. And then even if you do happen to get caught with these where they, you know, lose their charge, I keep the little cord that comes with it in my bag, so that way, you know, in a pinch, I can always go get the cord, plug it in, and have these working wireless, and, you know, they still, you know, sound good and everything like that. So, you know, you always have an option even if the battery does run low on it. Another thing I like about these, and this is the other most important thing, is comfort. These, if you can see the pad here, it's nice and thick. And this is important for over-the-ear headphones. You know, they have to be comfortable. I've worn some that have better sound, but they just aren't comfortable. I couldn't see wearing them for multiple hours, especially, you know, while doing physical activity. You know, my head's bouncing around, all that stuff. You know, you're sweating, and so, you know, there's sometimes some slippage from some of the other, you know, with smooth, glossy backs. With this, you know, that's not a problem. These are nice and comfortable. I could see wearing these all day long. It blocks out some sound, but not all sound. You can definitely hear, you couldn't really, you know, hold a conversation with these on, but you can hear when someone's talking at you, and you can, you know, you're not going to miss anything, and you're not going to, you know, get hit by a bus or anything when you have these on. I do wear these while biking. Of course, to be safe, I, you know, keep it one ear off of it, and, you know, it works great. So, you know, it's a better alternative than having another cord hang down while you're trying to bike. You know, you can get caught up in handlebars, all that stuff. So that's another thing I like about these. Something else I like about these, of course, is that the ear pads, these remove real easily. They, let's see if I can grab this off. I'm not going to pop them off just because it takes me a while to get them back on. But you just pop them right off, and you can clean them. I'm not sure what you would clean them with. I personally haven't cleaned these yet. I like to wallow in my own bacteria, but perhaps you are a little bit less disgusting, and, you know, if you want to clean these, they pop right off, which in theory makes it easier to clean. Like I said, I don't really know what's involved, so I can't say for definite that it's easy to clean them, but I can at least tell you that in theory it is. And of course, the most important part is really good value for the price. I mean, like I said, these are $99, which isn't, you know, it's not $20, you know, it's not some cheap Chinese thing that you're going to get, but at the same time, $99 for what you get is a really good deal. I mean, you're talking about, when you compare these with the Bose, I think those were, I want to say $199. The Sonys, you know, a little more stylish. Those were, you know, clocking in about $150, $175, and then of course you got the Beats and the Beats Studios, which are just insanely priced. Some of the cons that you're gonna get when you're comparing them with this: these do not have the best sound in the world. Now, that's not to say that they sound bad. You know, you can hear everything good. It's crisp and it's clean enough. It doesn't have heavy bass. It's not the loudest. That's one thing I noticed right away. The biggest difference of these when comparing them to the Bose, the Sonys, some of the Sennheisers, and the Beats, is that these are not quite as loud. Now, that's not to say these are quiet. You can hear everything. You know, it's plenty loud, but you're not gonna, if you're one of those people who like to, you know, listen to electronic dance music and have that just blasting in your ear, and, you know, have as loud as you possibly can, you're not going to get that with these. But like I said, they're plenty loud. There's nothing, they're not limited. I got used to them within a day, you know, the lack of loudness. And within a day, it was perfect for me. And, you know, you're not going to blow out your eardrums or anything like that. So to me, that's not really a big con. The USB cord being short is one of the cons I have down here. It's not a huge deal, but I mean, we're talking, you know, short. And yes, you could compare that to measuring some other things, but yeah, the cord is not very long, so it's not a deal breaker in any way. Yeah, the indicator not being good for the battery, but that's about it. Everything else is pro. Everything else is good. Intuitive controls. You just hold the button, like I said, and it goes on. It also, they're going to work every time. You don't have to worry about them not working. So you put them on, and you hold the power button, and it goes, whoop, connected. And it has some little female robot voice saying connected, and you always know you're going to hear that. And, it's just nice knowing that you can rely on these every day, no matter, they sit in my gym bag with my sweaty shirts. I sometimes go swimming, and, I try and use the suit dryer, but sometimes I throw it in there wet, and I never have to worry about these being ruined. I sometimes put my racquetball equipment on top of it, which can get kind of heavy. They always hold up. Every time I pull these out of my gym bag, I know they're going to be ready. I know they're going to work. And that, to me, is the most important thing when you get headphones. And for only $99, you really cannot beat it. Like I said, these are not going to be the most stylish. You're not going to be trendy. You're not wearing the Beats, so you're not going to be as trendy as everyone else wearing the Beats. You're not wearing the Bose, so you're not going to get that bright silver lining that looks like it was made in a airplane factory or something. You're not going to get that. It wasn't made by NASA, but at the same time, it's reliable, it's sturdy, it's good, and what more can you ask for $99? So I recommend that you pick these up if you cannot afford some of the more expensive ones. Even if you can, consider these and try these. So I hope that was helpful. I'm going to go ahead and leave a link for the Amazon price in the bottom. Also, I'll leave a link for Best Buy in case it's cheaper at the time when you watch this. You can make them price match each other. And, hope this was informative. And, happy listening, guys. Later.